This video I recording, I want to talk about the pride of Ephraim. Ephraim. Okay, Ephraim is, or I don't know if they still are, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to make any accusations, and I never do, for the most part, as far as I can remember. But I do throw out certain things out there that are somewhat factual. Now, most of us know that King James, the Ephraimite, he was associated to the house of Yasharel, the northern kingdom. Okay, some say he was from Judah. Okay, that's understandable. I don't know for sure, but from my research and studying, he is from the house of Ephraim. I could be wrong, of course, but then again, it's hard to know for sure because those that know the truth don't want to reveal the truth. You see, those at the higher levels. Anyways, so yeah, Ephraim is mentioned in the scriptures. If you're in the Old Testament, some of them suffer from pride. They're also tied to Babylon, for those that don't know. My resources are limited right now, so I really can't show you like I would want, you see. But yeah, 2/3. I'm not going to say all of them, but some of them. And yeah, the King James Bible is definitely not a flawless tool. Let's just put it that way. So anyways, yeah, the pride of Ephraim, the pride of Babylon. Ephraim is tied with the Babylonians that use the eagle as their emblem. Okay. And from a separate reality. Okay. Maybe they once were. I don't know what things are looking like now. But you see, a lot of them, they are shareholders of the truth, but they're not telling you what they're doing, how they're operating, you see. So they themselves want to be shareholders of the truth, but they themselves are not being truthful with you, you see. They're not being truthful with you, and they're not being very kind and generous, you see. And yet they want a safe haven or heaven, you see. So yeah, truth be told, you know, Ephraim in scripture, if you read it, if you study historically wise, they were linked up with the Babylonians, you see. And I guess they were in the process of divorcing from one another. I really don't know, and I really don't care at this point. Now Babylon's trying to do the same, trying to look for someone to cling to, and this, that, and the other. But you know, nobody wants to be associated with these individuals, low level or high level, whatever existence or reality, because they're just not suited in the highest regards. You see what I'm saying? Like they just can't be truthful. They operate in duality, and they like to use deception as a means to establish some type of superiority or control and grip on things, you see, at the higher levels. And yeah, supposedly the anointed one that was supposed to come, he was supposed to come. He came once through Judah, and now he wanted to come through Ephraim, and they think that we're selling him out and that type of stuff. But he has like a thing that he wants to rule. He feels like he wants to rule like that kingship. But maybe there's a time and a place for that. You see what I'm saying? But and not only that, but he wants to he wants to conceal truths from some of these individuals that have allowed the abominations that have taken place here below. So how can we honor somebody like that? How can you be worshipped? How can you be looked upon as something great when you have allowed less than great things to happen? And he's still planning to do that. So go figure. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, you really think you're gonna? At this point, even he himself, I guess he's going against the one or the prime source, you see. And some of them, like I said, from all lanes, like these forefathers, can look in the mirror, and like they say, it doesn't lie, right? So they know what they need to do. It's just that you don't know, you see. So how can you be a righteous judge, trying to judge others, trying to set others up, yet others don't have those intentions for you. You really think that the prime source is just going to sit back and allow that to happen? You see? But that's what they think. That's really what they think. You know, that's when power and pride goes to your head, you see? So he's not the only one, you know? This is the black god that the black people worship. And then you also got another one that the white ones worship. So just think of America, the nation with the eagle, Mount Olympus, and think of their god, right? Lord God Zeus. And then you also have the god of this world, right? Which is Samael, supposedly the angel of light or death or whatever he wants to consider himself. Then you also have the Most High, whom black people worship, right? He's also there, you know, the Americans, this, that, and the other. King James, Masonic fraternity, and that type of stuff. Anyways, I'm not going to say that he was involved in that. Some people like to accuse him of that. I don't think so. I don't know. We don't know. I think they're just misrepresenting them, speaking evil about them. But there is something wrong at the top in the sense that a lot of these brothers have a criminal mindset, an aggressive mentality, aggression, violence, this, that, and the other. And there's so much manipulation and stuff that is being concealed at the top for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know. You see? But, damn, hold on, I'm losing my thought here. But anyways, yeah, these brothers, right? These brothers think that duality is some form of way of controlling things, you see, manipulating things and that type of stuff. And they think that deception, lies, or concealment of certain things is a way to, I guess, prevail or come out on top. Whatever it is that they're trying to do, I really don't know. But I get the sense that they want to bring about judgment. They want to impose their will towards certain of us without being upfront about it. And they themselves are, you know, being examined themselves, you know. They want to examine others without themselves being examined. You see what I'm saying? They think that we're going to bring a sword to heaven or something like that. I don't know what it is that they think. But it's not even accurate. I mean, it's not. Look, they're bound to their creed. And only they know what they're, you know, doing. Who knows what's going on in separate timelines and realities. You see? Like in the third dimension, the realm of the dead. As far as where I'm at goes, I don't even know at this point. But anyways, so yeah, they want to continue to be without helping thee. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to clog up the lanes, make the ascension difficult. They're always whining, complaining, this, that, and the other. I really don't know what the problem is, but scripture says that Ephraim, you know, he's associated with the English nations. America, the eagle, they rep it proudly too. Just like the white Gentiles and their God, Lord God Zeus, the same thing with the Most High, right? Ephraim, the same thing there. That's their God. The Anglo nations, colored nations, the house of Joseph. Yeah, you that dwells in the clefts of the rocks, right? Whose habitation is high. Whose habitation is high? The Most High's, right? Who dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. Clefts of the rock. What rock? Probably not our rock, not the same as my rock, right? So we don't know. And yeah, that's what you got. You who dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, or whatever rock that is, fortress, whose habitation is high, who thinks to himself, you know, who could bring me down to the ground? You see, that's the way some of them think. The pride of Ephraim, right? I mean, just read it. It's all there. It's all encoded. They know what's going on. It's just that you don't know what's going on, you see. I know what's going on. And I need to call them out, man, because, you know, a lot of these brothers, just like myself, you see, we're all learning, you see. But in order for them to try to execute righteous judgment, you need to know what you're doing, you see. And how can you expect to progress forward if you yourself are lacking? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, no one's exempt. You see what I'm saying? Just because you're on high ground doesn't mean you are in high ground. And then you got these other false Christs up there, you know, poor parents that are just doing who knows what, or lying, you know, I mean, the whole thing's fudged up, man. It's just fudged up, okay? So you got different gods in different lanes dwelling in clefts of the rock whose habitation is high. Maybe some are more higher than others. Maybe all of them are equal. I don't know. But yeah, they all got their kids down here trying to raise them up and whatnot and stuff like that. But if at the top is truth, even the Old Testament Most High or whatever needs to be able to adapt to the new agreement, you see. But a lot of them got like a judgmental mentality, you see. They want to bring a sword down here, but, you know, if you talk about bringing a sword up there, they don't want that. But they don't understand how things work, though, you see. They think they can use duality as some type of way to maintain, you know, control. But in reality, you know, the true prime source is pure light. He don't dwell in duality. And he don't dwell in the injustice, you know, and that type of thing. Yeah, that's what you got going on. And no habitation is too high for the prime creator, because it says that no matter how high Babylon is, I will raise up saviors to plunder Babylon. So whether they're the corrupt part of Ephraim, and who's the other one? The Gentiles knows how to do the right thing or not, or goes about this the right way or not. It doesn't matter. It says that the prime creator will raise up some righteous ones to ascend. You see what I'm saying? Because the old order, the old heads are kind of, their light bulbs are going out, so to speak. You see, they developed an aggressive, brutish, oppressive, a warlike, cutthroat mentality. You see, pride. You see. And that's why, you know, you got different lanes trying to help out to be part of the cleanup crew, you see. But everybody wants to transition. Some are transitioning to like the new agreement, but they're having a hard time doing it. And not only that, but at the highest realm, there's truth, right? There's truth, but there's also more to truth, you see. And it's built on a unsafe system, unsafe foundation. So, you know, one has to be able to adjust. I mean, if there's a new beginning where indwelleth righteousness, right, and no injustice or nothing like that, then how can these beings from these different lanes, including the lane of the Most High, which is, I believe, a colored lane, which doesn't matter to me, color, you know, I get along with all lanes. To me, color's never been an issue. To me, it's always been about righteousness, truth, and all that stuff, which is what we're delving into in these end times. So if you're struggling with all that, then I don't know, maybe you need to check your ass into a mental hospital or something. I don't know, or something. But, you know, some of them just like that. I don't know. I believe the problem can be fixed, but I don't know how much time or how. You see what I'm saying? I don't have an overhead view of this, so I can't really tell you for sure. So I'm just giving you what I received from on high, and what my personal experience is down below. So anyways, and yeah, they have an agenda, you know. If things don't work out, a lot of them, they plan to do certain things because they're just upset, they're just mad, they're trying to take it out on anybody, point the finger, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. Anyways, so like I was saying, So yeah, um, some entities are having a hard time making the adjustments, adapting. So how can you have a new beginning if you're not gonna operate in righteousness, right? Justice and all that, and righteous judgment. And yeah, a lot of the stuff that is in the scriptures is true, but you gotta also consider everything's so scattered, everything's so been distorted, and these same beings are the ones responsible and behind what's going on. So the blame can't go to those down here, it goes to the ones up top. You see what I'm saying? That's why I've been telling you there's so much manipulation going on at the top and all this, that, and the other. But you know, the truth remains. You see, you can't get to the realm of safety, a safe heaven or haven, unless you bring out all the truth, everything. You need to bring out everything that you know within your lane. You see what I'm saying? You need to come forth with these truths, and you can't hold anything back. You gotta just throw it out there, dump it out there, you know. And some stuff is practical to hold because you do have enemies and stuff like that, maybe. But I mean, the corrupt beings that are just completely wicked, like you got a lot of fighting between family members, this, that, and the other. It's just not getting along for whatever reason, and they're gonna have to, because I wouldn't jeopardize my I wouldn't want to see none of my loved ones or those that I care about hurt or something happen to them. And I don't have the kind of power, at least I don't think. I mean, I don't believe that I do yet. So I don't know what can I do for them. You see what I'm saying? That we've been lied to about so much. It's hard to trust anything that comes out of their mouth from these beings that are using different avatars to communicate with us. So I don't know. You see, I really don't know. As the more time I spend down here, the more I'm aware of what's going on. And a lot of them are just too ashamed to come forward, and admit this, to admit what they know. A lot of them are just too ashamed to come forward and admit it. They have a criminal mentality, or maybe they just not. I don't know what's going on. But no wonder the heavens are not clean in His sight, right? So I don't know. I would suggest to you to start reading the Gnostic texts, the Nag Hammadi scriptures. Okay, that's what I'm reading. If you do that, then you'll be okay. All right. I don't know how things work exactly, but nobody's. They're definitely not making it easy, but at the same time, you shouldn't be fearful. You see. Because they can't, like I said, they can't do, those that want to do something can't do something to you without the prime source taxing them some type of life essence directly. So, I don't care how big and bad they think they are. I guarantee you, we were on equal terms, they wouldn't be feeling that way, you see. So, you just gotta endure, man, endure to the end, whenever that is, or try to level up. It doesn't matter either way, because everything could be resolved real quickly, but maybe they got time to kill. Maybe they just want. I really don't know, and I really don't care at this stage. But they're not letting us know what's what, and they probably think that they could get away with something, right? If they pull something, but hey, I'm not worried about it. Like one of the brothers said, they're committing suicide either way, right? They could either bow, step to the side, humbly bow, or they could go on with their plans or agendas. But they gotta be careful how they go about this, because if they make one false move, like they say, it's back to the house, big house, right? The prime source said this last time they ain't making it out. So, hey, yeah, I'm doing my part. You just gotta do yours. There's no new beginning, no safe haven, unless truth, righteousness, and all that, comes about. You see. So yeah, they'll try to intimidate you. They'll try to suggest harm upon you, but that's just a way so they can keep control of things. But don't let them. Just keep moving forward. no matter what happens, you see, just keep at it, and yeah, stay truthful, you know, try to be as truthful and honest up front as you can be. I don't know what's going on in other lanes, realities, timelines. I don't know, maybe each lane has an overseer. That's another thing that could be. Maybe each lane has a different God. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what's going on. But I'm sure all of this could be resolved. And it's those with the criminal mentality that it's got the most to worry about. So we'll see what happens. Interesting times. We just gotta, you know, keep doing what we're commanded to do. Push this truth. It's more than truth. It's about righteousness, you know. There's a lot of things in there that are practical and proper for us to examine, look into, you see. Even if we didn't have all that, you see, they can't conceal the truth. And no matter what they try to do to it, there's no safe place until they change the way they think and act and bring forth what they've been doing with their gifts. So with that being said, one love, continue in the faith, walk in the Ruach. All glory and praise to the one prime source, the first one of all creation, the righteous one of truth, and everything else that is and yet is not and yet can be and will be. So till next time, shalom.